Throughout the course of the summer, as an intern, we'll be using a web service, a project management service called Asana. So you can go ahead and using your generic intern account, you can go ahead and click login. And you'll see you have the ability, if you've already logged in with the intern Google account, to log in using Google. I'm going to go ahead and sign in with using my account. And you'll see in my particular case a number of different projects that I've been connected to. In your case, you should only see a couple that will load here on the left-hand side, including this year's summer internship project list. So I've gone ahead and I've selected that, and we're working through task number 1. You can see that in this task that two things are showing up. One is it's showing the task itself, and then 2, it's showing who it's assigned to. So to see the task in greater detail, just go ahead and select into it, and you'll see a number of subtasks that might be associated with it. So the first thing that you're going to end up doing tomorrow is I'm going to go ahead and assign you to look at this video that I'm creating right now, and I'm going to create that for tomorrow. Once you've finished watching it, you can go ahead and click check. We've already gone through how to log into Asana by Google Apps, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that as checked. What you're going to do is you're going to update your profile settings right away. The profile settings are located here in the upper right under My Profile Settings, and change the name from last year's intern to your name for the current intern's name. And then go ahead and click Update Profile. If you want to add a picture, great. Always makes that easier to see. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and mark that as completed as well. And that will be for tomorrow as well. So what we're working through right now is we're working through the workflow in which I work with the interns asynchronously. And that really has to do with the fact that once I assign a date, it really is meant to be an item that you're attending to. Next thing that we're going to take a look at is taking a look at the calendar function in Asana. You'll notice here at the top that there are a couple different ways that you can look at your Asana view for this project. And one of them is the calendar view. You can use this as a way to subscribe to the calendar in your Google Calendar, but this should give you a sense of projects that are expected to be completed by a certain date. So I'm going to go back into the list view and back into the subtopics. I'm going to go ahead and mark that as closed. Assignments will always be listed with your initials once you've updated and assigned to you. You can see your particular assignments by going to the, I'll assign this to me just so you can see this and a due date of today. If you want to see your assignments based on just your personal list, so like the calendar view, you can simply look at My Tasks. And My Tasks will show you all of the tasks that you have showing up and which projects they're associated with. And you can work from that view as well. So I'm going back into the Summer Intern and into that sub-account, and I'm going to go ahead and mark that as complete. You are going to want to leverage being able to attach files right from your Google Drive account. So to do that, that's that little paperclip at the top right, and you can click your Google Drive, and you'll be able to search for files that are in your Google Drive that you might own or shared with you. So for example, I might have a file about viewing all tasks in Asana that I want to make available to you. And I'll go ahead and mark that as complete. And then the last thing that I'm just going to point out is a request for you to watch another version of this tomorrow as well. And you'll see that when it's not a Google Drive link, for example, a YouTube link here, I'll place that directly in the task itself. So that's my very brief introduction to Asana. The key things to take away is that you should see notifications in your Asana coming through to email based on tasks that have a certain due date. I had asked you to attend to that, and if you have any questions, you can always reassign a task. So one other item that we didn't talk about is reassigning a task in Asana. So for example, if this task had been assigned to me and I had finished up what I needed to do to it, I could easily reassign it to you. And I can even add in this little bubble note, I can even add commentary like, please think. And this can be helpful because you can start to see a thread as well. And then I can always go back to my breadcrumbs in order to see this. And since I'm actually going to go ahead and be the one who finishes this, I'm going to go ahead and mark this as complete as well. So now there's only a few items left to work on. Finally, you'll notice that there are going to be some tasks that have due dates. Those will always be the most important and pertinent ones. Ones that don't have due dates, you'll see the person's name and the department associated with it, if you can just schedule accordingly. And ones that don't have any assignments, you can just go ahead and ignore. It's primarily a stub holder. Things that are in progress are things that you should be working on actively right now. Summer projects for the intern will be things that we might have you work on, but might not as well. And then there isn't even another category of projects that until you see your assignment here, you can go ahead and be rest assured that the thing to most pay attention to are tasks that are in progress. If you have any questions, let me know.